Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Fighting against the jihad. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. And that's a memo now for the top story tonight. Talk about bad timing. Just outside of Dallas, Texas, this coming weekend, there will be a conference called Stand with the Prophet. The conference will be focused on Mohammed. Among the invited guests, a radical New York imam with close ties to terrorism. Joining us now from Chicago, Imam Malik Mujahid, producer of the conference. I appreciate you coming on, Imam. But in light of the Paris attack, don't you think the conference should have been postponed?
Actually, this is the right time to have this conference, and this is not the only conference. Throughout America, in almost all mosques, sermon is preached on the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and conferences are being held because this is the month of Prophet's birth. And this is the message of peace, and this is the message of mercy. You know, these people who attacked and killed, they are enemies of Islam and Muslims as well as the civil society. If Muslims have any time to speak, this is the time to speak up and say what is the message of mercy.
Certainly,
and this is the reason Supreme Court honored Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as the greatest one of the greatest lawgivers of the world in 1935.
All right,
so this is the time to honor and praise.
Are you going to condemn the Paris attacks at the conference? You yourself, you're going to speak. Are you going to condemn the Paris attacks?
What in the world is you're talking about? All Muslims have condemned, condemning terrorism.
Imam, in your speech coming up this weekend, are you going to condemn the Paris
Not
attack?
Only me, not only me,
I want to know
all
what
the imams are standing together.
I want you to give us a preview on the factor. What are you going to say about the Paris attacks this coming weekend?
I'm saying these people are enemies of Islam, and Muslims, which are almost all the Muslims, must speak up for the truth and justice and the message of mercy. There are going to be all the imams of the Dallas who will be standing up and issuing a statement that we are against terror and we are against hate. So stand with the Prophet against hate and terror.
You're going to condemn the Al-Qaeda guys who killed all these innocent people in France. But I wonder if Imam Wahaj, that's how you say his name, he's a New York imam who runs a radical mosque here, as you know. He's an unindicted co-conspirator in a terrorist act in 1992.
Wait a minute, Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
You should be happy that he's unindicted. You are unindicted.
Well, I wonder if he's going to condemn.
Indicted.
I wonder if he's going to condemn the attacks.
Is indicted. Being unindicted is something good, not bad.
Why is it good? Why is it good to have this radical imam
Being
there?
Unindicted is a good thing.
Why?
Because you are not indicted. If there was something, you will be indicted.
I thought you said
is
invited.
Not a radical imam.
Indicted. Okay.
He stands up for peace and justice in his neighborhood.
Imam, you can buy his little sermons. He sells them, almost like Reverend Wright in Chicago. And we bought one of them, and here's what's on it. He says, quote, "In this so-called democracy of America will crumble, and there will be nothing. The only thing that will remain will be Islam." And this guy runs a radical mosque in Brooklyn, and you're inviting him to the conference. Now, I'm wondering if he's going to apologize, if he's going to condemn, like you are, the attackers in Paris. And you know what I'm betting? He's not. He's not going to do it.
What I like to tell you, if you are willing to listen to this, Bill O'Reilly, that being unindicted, not committing any crime, is a good thing in our country.
You're dodging this guy's philosophy,
in our peace and justice process.
You're dodging his philosophy. You know you're dodging it because, look, I believe that you are an honest man. This guy, he's trouble. He's big trouble, and he's hanging with you over the weekend.
And you need to know that Republican governments came and Democratic governments came. He remained unindicted, meaning he's as innocent as you and me are.
He has on tape, he wants America's democracy to crumble and be replaced with Sharia law. Come on, this is the guy that you're having at your conference.
Let me tell you, I'm willing to bring you. There is going to be a conference of 10,000 people from 80 countries. It is called the Parliament of the World's Religions. We are going to talk about the whole issue of violence, terrorism, and peace. I'd like you to come, and people like Siraj Wahaj and people like Bill O'Reilly, I think one of these days these people will understand each other. In America, there needs to be a great debate.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to send somebody down to your conference over the weekend. We're going to ask for an interview with the Imam Mujahid so he can give us his point of view. But I'm telling you, Imam, you know it, I know it. He's a radical. He's a sympathizer to the terrorists and the jihadists, and you're hanging with him, and I don't think that's good. I'll give you the last
Bill
word.
O'Reilly, many people, Bill told me, why are you going to on his show? Because many people consider you are a radical person. You need to build bridges of understanding among people, and we need to have America moving forward. This is the time for unity. This is not the time for division. Here are two, three people who have killed and harmed the humanity. But you need to focus on those people who try to save lives. The first person to die is a police officer who's a Muslim. Person who tried to save the lives of the Jewish people, he's a Muslim. Are you going to invite him on your show anytime soon?
We invite Muslims who are law-abiding and anti-jihadists all the time, and you know that. That's why you're on. All right, we appreciate it. We're going to give your conference some coverage, and we hope we get this other Imam Mujahid on the program because we don't think he's a good guy, but maybe we're wrong.